Hello, welcome. This is a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, Venus signs. If someone you know is a Leo, welcome. We are going to get an overview for you guys of the energy for March. I'll get a few oracle cards here and then we'll do a full Celtic cross for you guys. See what energy is coming up and how you might use it to your best advantage. I've been so excited about this energy and these readings coming into March. It is the end of February as I do these, and we have Mars finally stationing direct actually in Leo. So it's been retrograde since really the beginning of January. If you've been feeling sluggish or like it's been hard to kind of get going on things, hard to motivate, hard to find the energy or the motivation or the will or the drive, welcome to Mars in retrograde in Cancer. So we've shifted out of that energy, and if you are here with me in the northern hemisphere of the globe, we are also coming into springtime as March comes on. So just like, you know, life kind of really budding out, starting to really pick up. Our vitality, our energy is coming out of the winter months, and it's feeling good. It's feeling good. So let's see what you guys have going on, Leo. I will link all of these. Well, I'll just write what the decks are. I'm not going to link them, but all of the information on decks will be below. So first energy for you guys is, ooh, the medallion. Okay, amazing. So job well done, congratulations, achievements, and also recognitions, awards. And it looks like you're really going to be receiving these. A few of you could be giving these, but even in giving a medallion or in giving an award, you're usually a person who has received enough of them yourself in order to be able to give the award. So recognition, you could be really receiving something that you've worked really, really hard for in March, Leo. And look at how shiny and beautiful and gorgeous it is. So interpersonal, inner life, outer life. Let's see what else you guys have going on, and this will relate to the reading. This is an Herbiary deck. Ooh, center and ground, red clover. Wow, so this is really about sending your heart's message into the world this March. March will see you really like, you might have all, like Leo in and of itself, you guys are already very like so expressive from your heart. It's just a cornerstone of the Leo archetype, the Leo sign. Shining, leading from your heart, being a leader in the world of relationship, in the world of pride and what you are prideful of, being flashy, showing your full self to the world, being self-expressed, being playful and like guiding from that place. You might have passion projects that are really taking root from a place of leadership through March. Center and ground is really saying that like the more you dig deep, the more you dig your roots deep, the more you anchor your values in that, the more fruit you will see. We see the bees here as well, kind of pollinating on this. That's the busy work. It's time to like, it might be a month where you're really putting your head down, kind of step by step, tending to like the little needs that need to be done in order to see your full vision through. So I'll be curious to see how this kind of comes through in your full message as well. Okay, what else? Oh, and healing. Someone else got this as well. So if you are watching your rising, sun, moon signs, Venus signs, and see healing, then double down on this message for you that the healing you're going to do in March is really going to contribute to how far your reach will go. So this broken heart in the middle here, whatever is broken, you know what it's giving me? It's giving me, I forget the word, but it's a Japanese concept where when pottery breaks or if they break a glass or something, they repair it with gold, indicating that where the break is like actually really precious. It makes the piece more precious. And so March will be a time that you will be like, I don't want to say capitalizing on, but the fruits of your labor and all of your experiences, including heartbreak and the trials and tribulations you've been going through, will come to fruition and flower in a really beautiful way, an offering for those around you. Ooh, it's beautiful. It's actually a really beautiful feeling. Okay, and then lastly for your oracle cards, we have gravity, groundedness and gravity. So again, center and ground. So you're either going to be flying so high here, Leo, with whatever the accolades are or whatever your dreams are, that it's going to be so necessary for you to be in your center, or it's going to be a very grounded month for you where you're just going to feel very sort of like salt of the earth, tending to what needs to be done, doing the days and day outs of your day, but actually flying way higher, able to soar way higher, able to expand your vision and your reach because you are very grounded in your foundational pieces, right? This is also like all of the animals here in the forest really supporting you. And this woman here is like in a performative dress, but she's sleeping. It's really beautiful. It's exactly what we're talking about. So she is ready to shine. She's ready to go on. Maybe she's even mid-performance here, like resting for a second. She's like in ballerina garb. But before she flies, she's really resting and collecting herself and grounding with the support of all of these like really sweet like woodland creatures, plus this domesticated dog. And about to be pulled higher and shine higher throughout galaxies in the universe than she likely ever has done before, with like accolades. Look at this monkey just like shining at her. I'm so fascinated to see what comes up in your reading because it's like a real push-pull. You're like reaching, grounding, expanding, putting down roots, becoming, but also grounding. And then the 39, what is the 39 equals? The 12, the 3. So lots of new opportunities, doors opening. I'm talking about the number here. The number 39 equals, when you add 3 and 9, it makes a 12. When you distill that down, it makes a 3. The 3 is about opportunities, doors opening, opportunities coming and going, and ships coming in that you've been waiting for, that you've been prepping for, that you've been planning for. So Leo, this month is prepped to deliver. Let's see what you guys have going on through March. And I feel like last month too for Leo was like a very heart-centered message for you guys, like really coming into your heart, standing in love, being in love, and acting in love for you guys. So this is sort of a double down, like where else are you reaching from that place? Let me go ahead and see. These have like been shuffled so often in between readings. It's just kind of nice to catch a vibe with you guys on the reading, but the decks I've chosen are quite large, and so they're just not the easiest for my hands to shuffle, and they have to be huge because my hands are pretty big. All right, Leo, let's make sure you can see all of these. Are we looking good here? Okay. Nope, we're gonna push all these up. Okay, so Leo, what is your central energy for the month of March here? Oh, we have the moon and we have the Knight of Wands. So exactly. I mean, enough said, right? You guys totally get it. The moon, it's going to be a month where you just don't know yet. You're like really, it's kind of like the seed planted in the earth, and it only knows darkness and kind of like uncomfortability as it's growing, and it's about to like burst out into something beautiful and unknown, but it doesn't know that yet. You're not supposed to know this month. I was going to call you Taurus. Maybe there's a Taurus in your life that's going to help you out with that. But Leo, this is a month for you to kind of be in the unknown and recognize how you traverse the unknown, how you make your journey through the unknown is what makes us every day. And coupled with the Knight of Wands, your passion through this is going to carry you, or it's going to hold you back. This is a card that's helping you through the month or holding you back. So this could also be people around you. When we see court cards, sometimes it's actually people in our lives. This is so much passion, Leo. This could absolutely be you, but the Knight also doesn't have a certain level of maturity yet. So the Knight of Wands can sometimes be like the playboy, sometimes like someone who comes in, stirs things up, is like lover boy for a night, but like leaves the next day, is someone who comes in, changes up a whole project at work, and then like leaves, like doesn't follow through on things. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of connectivity here with higher realms for inspiration and creativity and vitality. It's like fire on fire on fire. Lots of messages. Look at this ship here, but you need grounding with this energy. You need a lot of grounding. And this is a really cool combo because there's the moon is just intrinsically feminine. It's intrinsically watery, right? It's just like a lot of intuition. There's a lot there. You have to have a lot of intuition navigating the moon energy because there aren't there's not clarity, there's not light. You're like navigating shadows. So this is a really cool intersection here. Let me just go ahead and get a clarifier for you guys for this moon card. There you go. 8 of Wands in reverse, but it kind of flew out sideways. So a lot of like, there's a lot of momentum and it's almost here, but it's not. It's like, it's almost here and it's coming and opportunities are coming. You might have things coming in really quickly. And if they're not coming in really quickly, it'll be happening like very quickly after March, right? It's like almost here. And that's really what these are also saying. Like you need to ground, you need to do some of the busy work. You need to tend to the details before reaching out and like really giving this beautiful, gorgeous final performance. Okay, what's here in the subconscious? The Lovers in reverse. Okay, and what's here? What are you guys reaching for this month that we can look at? The 10 of Swords in reverse. So, you're facing a lot of fears this month, Leo. The Lovers is a card about choice. It's absolutely about relationships. So seeing it in reverse can, sure, indicate a breakup or a separation, potentially, but this card in your subconscious really tells me you're kind of fighting between like, how do you make decisions moving forward? Are you still believing in yourself? Are you choosing from a place of love and dedication to the truth of who you are and what you know is possible? Or are you choosing things in your life and through the month of March because you're desperate or you really need that job or you're just afraid and so you're kind of scrambling for the first thing that comes to mind? Lovers in reverse just kind of says that the choices you make, you might have like given up on love, but not just love in a romantic relationship kind of sense, but given up choosing from a place of really being centered in your heart. You might have been through some trials and tribulations recently, some hard times, some tough decisions. There could have been like, you know, maybe a lot going on that you're tired. Oops. Okay, those just flew out. Let me grab those. So yeah, the Emperor energy, I feel like you might have had to be really responsible recently or facing or dealing with someone that's been overpowering, a lot of responsibility, providing for other people, and a lot of different messages coming at you. The Page of Swords is just like a lot of messages. Pages in and of themselves represent messages. And so the Page of Swords is just a lot of like information coming at you. So there's a lot to navigate down here, and you might be kind of running a script that's like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can do this. I'm just tired of choosing what's good, but also it's tiring. And I kind of know that because what I'm seeing up here is you are consciously trying to manifest something better than exhaustion. So the 10 of Swords is just total exhaustion from mental overthinking or from people in your community around you, really like having too much insight, but like too much say over what's going on for you. Leo, a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of arguing. It's just so much. The gorgeous thing about this card though, is that one, it's in our mental body, so it's not yet manifested. It doesn't mean that a whole lot of anxiety or overthinking doesn't, really affect you, but it's not like an elephant in the room, right? It's not yet manifested. So there's that. And also, what was I going to say that I totally forget now? Oh, the fabulous thing about the 10 of Swords is that as a 10, it's a card about completion. It is the ultimate done. It is the ultimate like completion endpoint of so much overwhelm and too much thinking, too much. And you're done with that. Like this, in this position, Leo, you're like, I'm putting my thinking cap down. I'm done with being overwhelmed. I'm done with overthinking. I'm done feeling this way. And I love that journey for you. So let's see what flew out here. It's a couple of them. I'm going to put them back here. What clarifier can we get here for Leo as they are manifesting the end to this overwhelm? Perfect. What do we have here? Okay, great. You're facing whatever is holding you back from being in your true self, Leo. The Devil is not a bad card. It just asks us to see what we're sacrificing in order to gain what we're gaining, right? So it can absolutely speak about addiction. Maybe you're facing addictions, but we are addicted to something because it self-soothes. It's like soothing something. So you're getting a pleasant feeling out of doing something, right? Taking drugs in this instance, or drinking too much, or smoking. What's the cost? It's, your health. Is it your relationships? Is it your financial situation? So when the Devil shows up, it doesn't have to be addiction. It can be addiction to like workaholism. On the outside, that might look great. Maybe you have like houses on houses on houses. Maybe you're just like, real estate flush. But I mean, how are your relationships doing? How is your health doing? So you're really focused. This is a month where you're really going to see what is standing in your way. Bad habits, choices that you're making, toxic relationships that you're in. You're going to be really faced with it, and you're excited about that because once you see it, if it wasn't totally obvious before, March will bring that up for you so that you can end this overwhelm and really focus on moving to the next iteration. There's some really big achievements here for you, Leo. There's really big on the horizon, and it's coupled with needing to dig deep and to like heal and release and let go and like create space in order for you to receive what's coming for you, in order to receive what you've earned. You don't earn a medallion. You're not just like given a medallion. The medallion is a card about earning. It's a card about rewards coming to you and recognition coming to you for a job well done, or something that you have earned, or something that you've stuck with for a long time. So it's like you are the seed ready to burst forward into like your beautiful swan dance here, but there's a few steps that you need to attend to beforehand, specifically around healing your heart and grounding in your heart and coming back into this gorgeous right choice. It's like some work needs to be done in your subconscious. You have to find the time to really believe in yourself again and come back into belief in the subconscious realm, so that as you build the rest of the month, you're building it off of right choice, coming from love, being in your body versus anything else. Okay, let's get a timeline for you guys, Leo. What happened in the recent past here? Ooh, the Queen of Cups. A person in your life, it could be you, but I'm getting like someone in your life here, an experience of being held, loved, nurtured, seen. This could be an intuitive you saw. It could be a lover, a partner, a friend, someone who's wrapped you up in so much delicious goodness. Maybe doesn't always see the practical sides of things, but is going to sort of intuit how you're feeling, be conscientious of your needs. Ask if she can just wrap you up in a big hug and love you and cry with you. This is someone who's going to assist that healing of the heart. She is just an absolute master in emotions and emotional healing and health and wellness. So something in the recent past feels really good in that direction, nurturing, loving. You know what this is giving me, Leo? Sometimes if you're going, right, towards something big and you're being recognized for it, sometimes you have your head down so much, you're focused so much, and then when you kind of have a moment to like go on vacation or have someone that really sees you and comforts you and loves you and says, hey, like, how are you doing? It's in that moment when all of a sudden you realize like, oh shit, like I have some things that actually don't feel very good, and I have to get back to center and ground here. And actually my heart feels really heavy in ways that I haven't been able to tend to for a while. So maybe something here happened in the recent past where you were really reminded of how maybe far from your center you've gone. Especially with this Devil card, like maybe how much you've been working, how much you've been focused on something. And it's not necessarily bad. There's no judgment here. It's just this reminder that like you can't continue to just build and continue to grow. And Lovers in reverse. It's just doubling down on the same message. So something in your recent past was really a comfort for you in whatever happened that kind of tore you from yourself. And whether that was a specific instance, like a breakup, or whether it was something that sort of happened over time as you've had to focus on other things for a while, a really beautiful person, sentiment, experience, vibe in this recent past is really like holding space for you to just feel and open your heart. And where is it sending you, Leo? The Knight of Coins in reverse. This tracks. So this is just really deciding that maybe the speed and the direction at which you are going is reversible. The Knight of Cups is just, he's going. or she's picked a direction, she has a goal, it's one step in front of the other, we're moving there, we're attaining financial matters, we are tending to our material needs, we are protecting ourselves and those we love, we are focused on the material gain of getting to the goal, and there's nothing that's going to stop us. And we might not be the fastest card in the deck, and we might not be the smartest, but we are the most trustworthy, we are the most reliable. When we see the Knight of Coins in reverse, it's oftentimes a time when we're like reassessing that, hey, like, is this the path I want to go down? Is this the hill that I want to die on? And there could be something in your recent past here. Sorry, I just had a knock on the door. Ooh. Okay, Leo, is this the path you want to go down? I feel like that was just underscored there. And you're really questioning that. Is this how I want to make money? Is this how I want to be in my relationships? Is this what I want to be doing? And kind of realizing that, like, you're never stuck in one lane. There's always more, there's always options. And that's really where this gravity and centeredness comes down. It's like, there's so many people, you are surrounded by people, like, you know, friends, community, the earth itself wants to support you, Leo. So there's nothing wrong here. It's just like a redirection towards something that's going to serve you better. And maybe this isn't pulling you off your path completely. Maybe this is like just a redirection, or taking an extra day off through the week, or changing your diet to support you so you can be more grounded, or, you know, whatever it is here. But you're shaking things up, and you're shaking up the way that things go here in the future based off of like a really sweet experience of loving kindness here in the past. Nine of Pentacles. And it might mean that you can't do it alone. Nine of Pentacles is about independent wealth, girl. You're by yourself. You've created everything on your own. You can do it by yourself. If you want it, you buy it, right? When we see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, oof, like, we gotta reach out for a community. You can't be the only person doing this by yourself at the cost of your health, is what I'm getting. I'm just getting like burnout vibes. And this month, Leo, you might see accolades for your work, but you might also really be tending to like a full inside out rebrand, getting you back to yourself, getting you back to alignment of who you really are, what really serves you, and how really serves you, right? It's like this Knight of Wands is burnout city, man. If you're just doing things just all the time, all over the place, without structure, only passion, only creativity, it's like you need the structure, you need naps, you need nutrition. You can't live on like Cheetos in a dream. So maybe that should be the title of your reading, Cheetos in a Dream. Moving on. So, okay, how are you feeling about all of this, Leo? The Ten of Wands in reverse. It's just doubling down on this message. It's really like you're really committed to coming out of the overwhelm. You're setting it down. You're finding people to support you. You are in the know about this, and you are actively trying to like reprogram. Let's just get a clarifier here, because I want to know more about what's going on for you. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you're already, and gosh, I just love all of these like reiterated messages. Lovers in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You understand that you cannot continue the way you are continuing, and you are committed to doing it a different way. And you're also, if this isn't you, you're committed to like addressing and putting some boundaries on other people who cannot do it that way around you anymore. So if you are in partnership with someone who's a workaholic and is like, their health is being taken down, or their health is being compromised, it affects you, right? Or it affects your family, or it affects your community. You're committed to changing that up and addressing that this month for sure. People, places, and things around you. What can you expect from your community? The Seven of Wands. It's gonna be easy for you this month, Leo, to find people really willing to back down. You're gonna be met with amenability, people who are amenable to your requests. Like if you say, hey, I want some of that relaxation over there, or like, hey, I want a day off, like you're gonna be met with acquiescence. I don't know why I'm using these big words, but there they are. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's just going to be ways that other people around you might be crumbling. I mean, we're March 2025 here. There's a lot going on in the world. So a lot of people are rethinking their wealth, their good fortune, what fortune means to them, what success looks like. And in doing so, there's going to be a sense of like not needing to have the whole pile here, right? The Seven of Wands is a card about defending what's yours and like keeping it from other people and making sure that what you have worked for is solid and blocked away and that no one can take it. This being in your outer world this month, your outer world might really reflect that changing. People might be more than willing to share. Instances where you thought that there wasn't any workability or where there was competition, there might be collaboration now. And it could be because other people are bumping into situations where they can't do it alone, right? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like, wow, what is shaken up about someone's circumstances that makes them want to reach out and work together on something. So look for opportunities this month to really reach out, maybe in places where you have before and got a no, you might get a yes. There's a real sense that you will be met with generosity. I want to say generosity and a willingness to move forward where perhaps there wasn't any before or where there wasn't something there before. Biggest, deepest hopes and fears for the month of March, Leo. What do you got? Nine of Wands. Wounded Warrior card. You're so like overheated. Look at all of these wands. We have the 9, we have the 10, we have the 7, we have the Knight. We've got the Lovers, which has got some heat, but it's not a Wands card. So a lot of this is about your passion, your vitality, your creativity. You are so hoping that you are so close to being done, that you're so close to the end of a project. Look at this arrow, but it's like tucked behind all of these wands, representing all of these things you've accumulated or worked for or accomplished. But the 9 of Wands is a Wounded Warrior card. You're tired and you're almost there, but you're not there yet. And so you're really like, will I be there soon? Can I hold out? Will this, ankle I busted while I was fighting to keep what I have hold? That's a big pile of them. What's the advice here? What is the loving kindness we can bestow on these beautiful Leos to help them through this month as they navigate? So lean into the places that haven't worked out, Leo. It's really what this is about. Oh, wow, it's really cool. It's like you're just being so redirected this month. So the answer here to keep going is to lean into your failures. Lean into the doors that have closed, find the window that opened instead. Or if it's the window that closed, find the door that opened instead. Know that if you're tired, if you have been working really, really hard and you're so ready to see results, they're here for you. The advice is to kind of give up and find relief in the surrender and not needing to win in the way that you think you want to win. Because whatever the universe takes from us, whatever we get redirected at, it's only going to replace with something better. It's only going to replace with something better. So let's see. Lastly, where are we here with your culmination for this reading? The Queen of Coins. You make it, Leo. I keep wanting to call you Taurus. I've already done the Taurus reading. I have done several readings since. I have not been calling anyone else Taurus. So maybe you are really working with a Taurus. Maybe this is in a relationship to a Taurus. Maybe you have a Taurus moon, sun, rising, Venus. If so, then really consider this message as a double down for you. You come out of all of this experience an absolute champion. I absolutely love the Queen of Coins. She's warm. She's the friend that invites you in. Her house is beautiful and warm. She snuggles you up with like this big, gorgeous, fluffy robe. She gives you like the most beautiful slippers. It's the perfect temperature. She has the most amazing home-cooked meal that she's made. She's nourishing. She nourishes you through your body, through material, through senses, through your sensuality. She has the luxury and the absolute wealth of material goods and worlds that she is so eager to like wrap you up in. You have a lot of really beautiful feminine energy here, so this could absolutely be someone that supports you like this, but in the end, I just feel like you end up here. Comfort, luxury, love, nurture, nutrients, nurturing, fulfillment, groundedness, like you do it. This is grounded in the heart. This is center and grounded in your heart space. So however you're feeling through this process through the month of March, Leo, know that you make it there. It's a real like give up, give in, break down to break through. It's a real breakdown to break through. But when you do, you succeed massively. And if it's feeling confusing for you this month, if you kind of are like feeling your way through the month of March with like, it's dark and you're like, your hands are on the floor and you don't really know like what's what, know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you're feeling really impatient about it, know it's exactly where you're supposed to be, and to find your grounding practices, to lean into healing when and where you can, because it's a really beautiful month of a recorrecting. It's like resetting a bone that broke. And once you do that, it's going to ground you, and then there's no limit to how far you can go. Beautiful. Leo, have such a wonderful month. I hope this was helpful, and catch you on the next one.